Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru. I'm here to play the most evil sounding, best level on the entire Candy Crush board when it comes to sugar drops. So we're going to do a sugar drop tutorial on level 666. You can see I'm available for getting my sugar drops because I have some of these tall dots on my board. That means any of these I can enter into and I can try to earn sugar drops and get some extra boosters. So let's jump in and talk about what these sugar drops are and what they do. First, we need to make sure we're not destroyed. We have to take care of some of these problems I see on the board, like these evil, nasty ticking time bombs. I see an opportunity to make a special that would be good. First I'm going to do this, hope that it doesn't cascade and kill me. Now I'm going to take this out and try to get rid of as many of these ticking time bombs as I can. This won't take long, and then we'll be able to talk about the main purpose of our adventure here. Now I'm focusing on the ones on top more than on bottom. It just so happened that there was a really good special, so I took advantage of it. But really what I want to do is take these out, because these may be consumed, haha, by chocolate. I love when that happens. So we just have to get these matched up and freed from their cages. As things cascade, it should kind of happen naturally. There we go, that one's freed. Now that one's freed. Now we'll set off some reactions so the others will be free. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. This is always a fun one. Okay, look at this. We think that we're in such trouble. We've got ones on the board, and then we do that, and everything gets taken care of, and we don't have to worry. All right, so now that that's done, let's look at this board. We have got to collect now 611. We had 666 blues on the board. We also have this apothecary jar here. It says collect sugar drops to win a reward. This is a sugar drop. It's a candy that has this awesome superhero utility belt on it. And when we collect them, we get a certain number, and then we get rewarded with boosters. So this seems to be the best level because we can collect so many. What we do is we want to try to make a cascade with every turn we take. So we don't want it just to make one match. We want it to kind of sink down and make, look, match, 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 match. And that's what's going to give us this sugar drop. And then we collect the sugar drop by matching it, and it goes into this jar. See, watch, we collect it and it goes into the jar. Okay? And every move that I make on this, I want to try to get a sugar drop. So I want to see that cascading action. One of the best ways to do it is to detonate one of these specials as things get cleared out, things just drop down. And the cascading is what creates that sugar drop for us. Now we can only earn one sugar drop per turn. So, let me just see here what I want to do. So, we want to try to make a cascade with each turn, but we have 50 moves left. That means we have the potential for 50 more sugar drops on this level if we don't blow it and collect our order too quickly. I like to have a ratio of 10 to 1, where for every 10 candies I need to collect, I have one move left. So I'd like to have about 480 right now. But this isn't bad at all, because all I have to do is use that, and I'm going to come pretty close and do one of these, and I'll get even closer. Okay, so you see how easy it is to collect these. Now within 2 turns I got down to that ratio that I like, and I don't want to go too crazy with it now. I don't want to collect too many blues. I want to sustain my moves so I have as many, because once I collect my orders, my mission is complete and my turn ends. So we have these nice cascades. Every turn I make, I want to try to make cascades. So I want to see, like, when I take out these 3 purple, it's going to make these orange connect. And then hopefully a few more things. Oh, well, that was all that happened. If I work down here more, it's more likely to make cascades. There we've got our sugar drop. If I set off one of those specials, like I said, it's more likely to make those cascades that create those sugar drops. It's not good enough just to make the sugar drops. We have to collect the sugar drops. I don't want this to sit here when the chocolate comes encroaching on here, so I'm going to try to take care of that. Let's see. These are a great way. All we have to do is detonate this. We can't right now, of course, because why would we be able... Oh, there we go. We can detonate it with the striped candy. But those are really great at making that cascade action. These color bombs are good for making cascades. It was nice when I collected it, it made it, and now notice, oh, I'm out of sync here because I've been talking, so I'm a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm not even going to worry about pairing this with the blue because as I take out the orange, that means more blue are on the board and I have more opportunity to collect them. So I'm not going to worry. Here, I can get another one of these. My 10-to-1 ratio is just a simple standard. It doesn't have to be exact. I'll collect a few more, keep that in balance as I go. Now, the reason I concentrated in the very beginning with beating the level, first of all, I didn't want to die. That makes sense. Second of all, the longer I stay alive, the more candies I'm collecting in here. Look at how well we're accumulating these candies. And the third reason, and I think this is most significant when we're talking about a sugar drop level, I want to beat this level because if this level ends right now, I get 20 sugar drops in my collection, and that's awesome. 20, that's wonderful. But if it ends with 20 in my apothecary jar and I beat the level, as a bonus it's doubled for me, and I would get 40. I would get credit for 40. So whatever I get is going to be doubled if I can also beat the game. Alright, now I didn't get a cascade on that. Let's see if I can make a cascade here. And it may be too much brain work to worry about the cascades. Maybe you just want to think, you know what, this is a great level anyway, and I don't want to have to worry about all of those cascades. But if you can manage it, it's kind of a fun challenge to see how many of these you can make. I was going to collect that and I'm thinking, well, why am I going to collect that? Let's just keep making them. It's not down near the chocolate, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Okay, I'm still out of sync, so let me focus on that. Not only making specials, but trying to detonate the specials against each other is one of the best ways to increase this. Like I said, you don't have to focus on taking out just the blues. If there are a lot more purples on the board, you should go purple instead of blue. Here there's a good number of blues, so I'm going to take them out. But sometimes, like now, if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't use blues. I would use purples, and then the board would repopulate with a lot of blues. Oh, here's another excellent way, because this takes out so many candies. It takes out what's on the board, and then everything else comes in, and they all settle. The reason it's easy to make so many matches or specials on this board is because there are only 4 colors, and you've got almost the entire board. There are a few divots and these chocolate spawners, but they're not that problematic. So you have a lot of territory. Alright, now that I'm down to 15 moves and I'm so out of sync, that's when I'm going to start to worry a little bit. So every move I make now has to either detonate or create a special. That's the goal I'm going to set for myself. That's how I'm going to see this come back into focus. And it won't always work, but if I make that as my goal, I have a better opportunity of getting it to work. I would prefer detonating over making because the sheer process of cascading just creates them. Okay, closer into that ratio I like to see. I'm going to go for this because I see it's going to make a cascade. Hopefully it'll do a several step cascade. There we go. All right. Gonna make this, detonate that, take out more blues. I was looking to see if I could make another sugar drop, and I see the potential for one here, but I'm not going to waste any time on it. This is still, oh, and see, we didn't have to. This is still a great setup. Now this also is going to help me immensely because it's going to take out all the greens. There aren't very many greens on the board, but it's going to take out a secondary color too. So again, more opportunity to get more blues on the board. This might even actually complete our order. Sometimes these just cascade out of control. Alright, so now we're back in line with what I wanted. Here, I'm going to take out all of the oranges. It's probably going to detonate a few things, and it might bring this down a little farther than I want, but once I get under 10 moves, I'm a little more cautious about making sure I can actually achieve the goal of collecting what I need to collect. Alright. So that is how we beat level 666 with maximum efficiency to try to gather as many of these sugar drops as we can. We get to do this every 8 hours, basically. We get a certain number of sugar drop levels that we get to complete, or sugar drops that we get to collect, and then eventually it's going to tell us that we need to wait 8 hours to collect any more. So every 8 hours you can be garnering these and helping yourself get boosters that'll help you with the specials. So if you found this at all helpful, please hit like. If you're having any trouble, please put that in the comment section and I will try to give you my best advice. And if you want to see more videos, you can always subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.